the first thing I'm gonna do is show you all the things that we will be subbing today. So I have a large kids cricket shirt that I'm gonna sub, and I'm just gonna make one of my new designs out of my shop for my daughter. I wanna see how the colors come out, so I'm gonna make this shirt. I am gonna make this keychain, which came from Coffee Powered Home. Liz, thank you. Like, the quality of these feels so much better than this one, which I got this one from Amazon. So the quality is so much better. Like, and I think these came from Heat Press Nation. So I've yet to order any because I haven't really been doing many keychains, but I'm excited to try this one out. So I'm gonna try these two keychains out. I'm gonna try this little hand sanitizer bottle holder. I think this is. I'm gonna try this. I believe that's what this is. I could be wrong, y'all let me know. But I'm gonna try this one, and this is also from Liz, as well as this mask is from Liz. Now, I'm used to the masks having like the black handles and the black around, so that you just you know, press over the one side or whatever, the middle area, and then it'll the black will kind of like encase it or catch the rest of it. But I'm excited to see how this works. So I think I made a big enough part, and I'm gonna try to get the handles flat too, so I can press everything in one. And I have these puzzles. Now these puzzles, these are some of my favorite things to sub. Like, my daughter loves doing a good puzzle, and she just thinks it's so fun when she can pick a design and I can make it, and then she can put it together. So I got these from Amazon a while back. I did do a video on sublimating puzzles as well. You can go back and look in the playlist on my channel, on the sublimation playlist, and see where I sublimated some puzzles. And I believe the info for these are in that description box as well. So here is my new roll of butcher paper, and it's not the huge one. Like, I would like to get the huge one from like Sam's Club or Costco, but I'm not, like, there's not one near me. I do have a Sam's Club membership, so maybe I'll see about getting one shipped, but there's not one near me, you know, close enough to where I can just go, you know, up the street and pick one up. So I'll see about getting one shipped, but for now I bought this one from Amazon, and I think it was around $11 or whatever. And I've bought this before, so, and it lasts me a pretty long time. That empty roll that you seen was the first roll I ever bought. So I bought that maybe around February, January or February of last year. So it lasted me a good long time. Now I'm gonna open this one, and this is what I'll be using. And as for the socks, these, in my last video, my last sock videos, I believe I did 2 sock videos. In those sock videos, this is the brand of Dollar Tree sock that I used, the Pro Player Ladies socks. And everybody commented on how they really like how I tucked in the heel and everything, and I'm gonna show you how I did that again today. This is how the socks come. They come folded sideways like this, and that's good to note because they asked me also about the sock jig and how I made the sock jig, but it was pretty easy. But I'm gonna show you that in a minute on this sock. And the second pair that I found at at Dollar Tree was this by Juncture, and these are men's I think like no-show socks, and they are 98% polyester, 2% spandex, so they should sublimate just fine. And you see the difference with how these are, how they're packaged. Like, this one comes packaged sideways, and this one comes packaged flat like this. And this one does feel like it has cardboard in it, So that's also a good thing to note, because you could probably, with this one, with this brand, and I'm going to try it, you could probably just use the cardboard that's in here for your jig, because it's pretty sturdy. Like it's really sturdy. So we'll see how that goes. And if not, I'll just have to find some cardboard, some thin cardboard, and I'll show you how to make another one. I'm hoping I don't need to, because I don't see any cardboard anywhere around my craft room. But if I have to, I'll go and snatch a back off of a notebook or something and get that made. But yeah, let me go ahead and start my heat press and get this area clear. And then the first thing will be, I will show you how I make the sock jigs. So I will be back right after I do this. I'm gonna get the heat press heated up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to do that. I am back, and the first thing that I'm gonna do, like I said, is show you, let me get this camera to focus, is show you how I prepare these style socks. So this style is the one with the protruding heel, you know, it's the one that's packaged sideways as if it was on your foot. You know how it would look on your foot. This is how it's packaged. And these did not come with any type of cardboard inside or anything. And again, this brand is the Pro Player, and these are from Dollar Tree. Just a reminder. So what I did with these socks is, the first thing I did is I wanted to, instead of them being sideways like this, I wanted to flatten them. So I'm gonna turn the sock over, and I'm gonna meet the top like this, and then I'm just gonna kind of like, you probably can understand better watching me than me explaining it. I just basically want to crease it out. I mean, like undo. I want to put it in half, if that makes sense. And it will have a crease down the front. That doesn't matter. But basically you want to get it to the point where it's like you're looking down at your foot. That's how it is. And get a little bit closer. So it's as if you're looking down at your foot, versus the way it's packaged is like it's looking sideways, like it's on your foot sideways. So all I honestly did for this jig is, as you can see, this is like a piece of cardboard, and it's one of those mailers from FedEx, just a mailer from FedEx. And all I did was I took this sock and I took that mailer and I did a rough trace around the sock. And that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna do a rough trace, and I don't have a pencil, I only have this marker, so I'm not gonna trace around this sock. But that's all I did, is I like traced around the sock, and then I cut it out. Cut out my little trace, and I made it a little bit bigger so that the sock would fit tight on it. And it's important that it's like a piece of cardboard, like from one of those mailer envelopes, or maybe from the back of a notebook, would probably work too, because you don't want anything too thick, because your heat press might have a little bit of trouble, you know, pressing into it. And you can see here I've already subbed. I've used these a few times, so they have a few marks on them, but it didn't affect any of my other projects. So yeah, I just recommend, like I say, lay your sock down flat like this, opposed to this, how it comes, as opposed to this. This is how it comes when it's packaged. You want to turn it over like you're looking at the top of your foot, and you want to put it down like that, and you're just going to flatten it as much as you can. Now, when we flip this over, we see we have this issue here, this heel protruding. Now, if you leave this like this and you press it, we know that there are going to be creases and white parts. All of this is going to be white. Everything is going to be a mess. So what I chose to do, or what I thought about doing, all I did is I took my fingers and I poked this in That's all I did. I just poked the heel in, and when I'm pressing the back will be flat. And the heel will come out white, and you'll see that in this video. So as you can see there, I have tucked that in, that heel part, I've tucked it in so that this can be uniform. Now everything is flat. It's a flat sock now. It's a flat sock, a completely flat sock. So it's like a little pocket right here, but that won't matter. Your design will reach all the areas it needs to reach. That heel will just in turn, when you pull it out, be white. And it'll look like it's intended to be that way, so don't worry. But yeah, that is how I do this sock. Like I said, when you get your sock laid down flat, it might be even better to do it this way once you have that heel tucked in. And you get that laid down flat, you trace your sock, you trace it out, and I did trace mine just a little bit bigger, and it doesn't, as you can see, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a sock, it stretches, and you want it to stretch so that the design can get over every part of it. I just cut it out, and then this is what I use. This is what I use for doing these socks right here, this brand socks. Now, I have never done these socks yet, so this is new to me. And these are the Juncture men's socks. They are, like I said, 98% polyester. And so we're gonna see if I need to do anything jig-wise to these socks. So I'm just gonna take them out of the container. And like I said, these came with an insert. So for those that don't want to make an insert, these came with the insert. Now, of course, it only came with one. So what I can do is one sock at a time, or I can take this and trace it onto some cardboard or something, which is probably what I'll do if I can find some, so that I'll have two. And I'll just use this as my insert and use that to stretch my sock out while I am pressing it. Now the good thing about this sock, like I said, it already comes flat, so that's a plus. And if you turn it over, if you flip it over, there's no heel problem. Like there's no heel bump there. Everything is flat. I can see here with this sock though, maybe is where I might have to like roll the edges because this is a thicker sock. On the other sock, I never rolled my edges and I still never got any lines, any white lines or any gaps or anything. So this is an experiment. We'll see how that looks on this type of sock. But I'm gonna go ahead off camera and trace another jig for the other sock. And my heat press is almost heated up. And then I'll take you on over to the heat press and we'll start heat pressing all these different things. And I will be right back. I just wanted to show you, I found the back to a notebook, and all I did is took this piece and I traced it here. So that's going to be the jig for the other socks, so I can do them both together. Now I'm hoping I have room to do front and back of both of these socks because these are some pretty big socks. I mean, yeah, pretty big jigs, but I should be okay. We'll see. I think I printed a different design on each page for each pair of socks, so it should be fine to do front and back. But if not, I'll at least show you the front of them and we'll see how that goes. Okay, all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cut this out, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to subbing. Now I'm doing something I definitely tell my kids not to do all the time. I am using my fabric scissors on this paper. Oh my God, it's hurting my spirit, but I cannot find my paper scissors. And the only thing about having a non-closed craft area is that everybody and their mama wants to come in here and take things and use things, you know, as if it's their own and they don't have to ask. So a lot of my things get misplaced. I usually hang all my scissors, I hang them on my thread rack, which is where these were hanging. But of course they knew not to bother these, so they took my paper ones. But it's okay. I'll sharpen them up and they should be fine. But yeah, so now here are my 2 jigs. The only difference really is the color. This one is a little more thick than this one, but like I said, I don't think it'll matter much. And if it does, we'll see. So I'm gonna pull my socks back on here and straighten them out as much as I can. Like so. I did find my lint roller, so that's good. And of course, you know the key in sublimation is always lint rolling. So lint roll, lint roll, lint roll. Like I said, this is just an experiment, so I don't have too high of hopes for it. But you know. Okay, so there are both socks all jigged up. This is the one that came with it. This is the one I traced and cut. And there is no difference. And now the next thing, like I said, I have to do is I need to, first I need to split up all my designs, and then I need to wait for my heat press. It's almost heated up, but while it's finishing up, I can show you the designs and go ahead and cut those apart. So this first page is just like a miscellaneous page of designs. This is one of the designs in my Etsy shop for Valentine. So I'm just gonna do that shirt for my daughter. This is gonna be a keychain. It says, keep going. And then I just found some random cute things. This design here, I don't know what I was thinking of using it for. I can't even remember, but it's not, the aliens aren't gonna show on whatever I use it for. Because I think I had planned on to either use it for this heart keychain, I believe, and I'll still use it. You just won't see the aliens, but you'll see the message. So that's for that. I am going to use this thing here for this. I didn't plan on doing the handle, but I'll see can I get the handle on there too, because if I would have remembered the handle, I would have done a bigger, you know, section there. I'm gonna do the mask in this cute breakfast print. I'm obsessed with all things like kawaii. I love it. So that's gonna be the print for that. Now, I just pulled this print from Canva. I didn't feel like making a full print, so I just pulled this print from Canva, and this print is going to be a pair of the socks as well as a puzzle. I don't know if I want to do this or no, I'm gonna do this print, which I did create in Canva. I created this print in Canva. I want you to be able to see it. And it's just like cute kawaii food on polka dot. So this print is going to be a pair of socks, and then I'm going to use whatever is left over for a puzzle. Okay, now usually I need one of those cutters. Usually, honestly, I just rip my paper. I just rip it. And I didn't need this big of a piece, but this is the starter piece that has like the tape and everything, so I'll just use it and it's fine. So I think I'm going to do the top of the socks first. So I'm going to lay, I'm going to lay my socks there. And then I think, first of all, let me get my lint roller out. I really have to get a better lint roller. All my friends have that really cool lint roller, and I still have this little thing here. So I really need to get a better lint roller. But I'm just gonna, usually I do this off camera. On the table. Let me do this on the table so y'all can see. You still can see right here. So basically, I'm just lint rolling the socks like so. And I'm gonna take my pieces and I'm gonna place them down over top and try to get them to cover my sock. And that's basically all I'm doing. And then I'll put it on the heat press. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this piece here. I'm gonna lint roll it like so, and I'm gonna get this piece to cover my sock. And if we go back over here, I'm sorry for all the moving, you guys. We go back over here. That's all I'm gonna do. And I think I did a pretty good job of getting it on top of the sock. And then I'm just gonna take down my paper so it doesn't move when I am closing the heat press. I'm gonna take down the paper so it'll be touching the sock at all places. And I think that's good enough. It'll be pretty much overkill to do much more. Now, let me check my pressure. It should be fine. But I'm gonna take another piece of butcher paper. Always put butcher paper above and below. Even if you don't think it's something that will bleed, put it there anyway, because you don't want to ruin your heat press. I know I just can't go and buy them, you know, keep buying them. So my pressure is too high still. So I'm gonna take it out, and everything is gonna press at 400 degrees. Mine fluctuates between 398 to 400. It always goes up and down, but it'll still be for 60 seconds. And yeah, we'll wait for that to come finish, and then we'll do the same thing, flip it over and do the backs of the socks. And I'm just gonna get some more paper ready for the back. And I usually give it like another few seconds, and then I raise it up. Now this will be the moment of truth, because like I said, I've never used these socks, as well as I've never used these jigs, the jigs that were already there. But as you can see, that worked perfectly. Oh, they're so adorable. I can't wait to wear these. And these are for me, y'all. No judgment. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing to the backs. I'm gonna flip them over with new paper, of course. So new paper. I'm gonna put the backs right here. I'm gonna lint roll. And honestly, on something as small as these socks, I don't think you would necessarily see if you did have any little lint pieces or anything. But like I said, since these are a different type of sock, I don't know whether the whole rolling of the sock is necessary or needed, but I'm not going to do it just to see how that works out. So I'm not going to do it. And I'm going to do the same thing I did the first time. I'm going to cover my sock. We're going to tape it down. And I'm only taping it, like I said, to make sure that it doesn't move when I pull the heat press down, because I've had that happen. And then I'm going to get my second piece of paper and 60 seconds. Now, while that is going, I'm going to go ahead and get my next pair of socks ready. My next pair of socks are, of course, these. So I'm gonna go ahead and just prep these off camera. I don't do anything but stick the jig inside. I don't even like to call it a jig. I hesitate to even call it a jig, but I just stick the piece of sock thing inside. I mean the piece of cardboard thing inside and make sure it's flat. And then I make sure I flip it over to the back and I tuck in. Make sure you tuck in. Let me get it focused. Tuck, just use your finger and tuck that in as best as you can and press it flat. And that's all I do. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, I love them. Okay, you guys, so here are that first pair of socks. You see my cute little kawaii food that I put on there? So this is my first pair of socks. I'm gonna let them cool down because they are hot while I do the other pair of socks. So I'll do the backs of these first. And with Dollar Tree socks, you're always gonna get irregularities. Like if you can see, the heel of this sock is a little wider than that heel, but it won't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. It won't matter. So I'm just putting my sock on the cardboard piece again, making sure I have it as straight as I can get it. And then with this part, you just take your fingers and you tuck it in. That's better. But this heel is definitely wider than that heel on these socks. So that's something to think about. But I don't think it'll matter. Okay, got those. Now I'm gonna do this design on those. And I'm just gonna get a piece that I believe should be big enough. Yeah, it should be big enough. Okay, tape it down, same as usual. And second piece of butcher paper, which I think I'm gonna do it like this. And 60 seconds. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay, I'll show you these after I flip them and do the other side. So we're gonna flip these over and do the same thing again. And as you can see, I didn't roll anything. Like people were asking me, did I roll the edges? I didn't roll any edges, and I didn't, I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't even know I needed to do that, but I didn't. That's because I didn't have any problems out of these socks the first time. But most likely, if I would have had an issue, then I would have researched it a bit and rolled them. So that still has 16 seconds, but here's my puzzle. I have the puzzle underneath face up. I have my print face down, and then I'm just gonna make a sandwich and put this on the machine once these socks come off. And then the next thing I will do, the next item I think I'll do will be the shirt. Okay. And like I said, that's the ink release. So you see how vibrant it was here. Well, not vibrant, but how dark it was here, and then it released all of this. The one thing I can say with this ink that I use, so here are the socks. Hold on one second, let me show you the socks. Oh, they are hot. Oh, but they're so cute. Okay, so there are the socks. Sorry, they are hot. This is why I say make sure you use butcher paper. Make sure you use it. Do not skip that step or you will regret it. Here is my puzzle. You see, it is laid down. I'm gonna just put my second piece. Same thing, 60 seconds, 400 degrees. Now I'm gonna prep my shirt. So, like I said, this is a Cricut large shirt. Now, when I first started using these Cricut shirts, I really did like them. Like, I like the thickness of them a lot, but I do notice now that it seems like they run small. Not so much in the kid size, but in the adult size, they run small. But they still work pretty true to size for kids, in my opinion. Like my daughter, she's 8, and this large fits her perfectly. So to prep this shirt, the first thing I'm going to do is put some butcher paper inside. Okay, our puzzle is done. And I'm not gonna, I'll wait until the end to show you a few of the things. I don't want to show them all at once. But here, all I'm doing is let me see. I have my shirt here. I'm gonna place some butcher paper on the inside. Like so. Yeah, and I have my butcher paper inside. I just always like to make sure that I have it in the places where I'm going to put the design as well. Okay, and I need to lint roll. So again, let me get my sad little lint roller. And I really, really, really have to invest in a new one. But yeah, get my lint roller and I'm gonna lint roll. And I don't only lint roll where I'm putting the design, I try to lint roll everywhere that the heat is gonna touch. I lint roll everywhere that the heat is gonna touch because I don't want any of those little blue squiggles. And you're gonna see me, I'm gonna lint roll again and again because if you can see, there is a lot of lint. I don't know if it'll focus, but there's a lot of lint. My purse, like so. And I just like to rip all around it. And then I'm going to try to match up the heart. Match up the heart to find the center. And it's kind of hard doing it that way, so I'll do it this way. And even when I do this, I still kind of just eyeball it because I can still see the print through. So I really still just kind of eyeball it. And before I put that down, I'm gonna lint roll some more. So I'm gonna take off another sheet and then I'm gonna lint roll some more. Okay, and we'll set this to the side until the end as well. And this is really just an experiment because I don't really know what I'm doing with these masks. I never sublimated a mask before, so you know, we'll see. Okay. Okay, same thing. 60 seconds at 400. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my pieces for my keychains so that I can do those all in one go. So, my 2 square ones. And then I think I used the green alien print for my heart one. I wish I was gonna see the aliens though. I didn't think to make the print smaller. And with these little Amazon cheapies, they do have a film on them. I'm sure the other ones have a film on them too, so just make sure to remove the film before you press. Getting the film off is kind of a pain in the butt, but once you get it started, it just comes right off. Okay. So let's see what we got. Oh, that's adorable. And I mean, I guess if I wanted to, I could go back and do the edges, but I don't really want to. So I'm gonna do the back, because why not? I want to do the back as well. So let's lay the back down. And I'm gonna try to get I want to get his face there. We'll just wing it. That's my motto, just wing it. And I guess, I mean, I could have done the whole, like the arms, the handles and everything if I wanted to. Okay. Got that going. Ink release looks good. So, I'm going to continue on getting these keychains and things ready. And I'll set this to the side and we'll show everything in the end. Now, let me get some pieces for these keychains. I'm going to try to do all of these kind of at once. So I think those are the last 3 things I need to, that I have to sub today. So let's see, can we get these done? Let's see, can we have a victory and have all things subs? Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So like I said, with this heart one, I'm gonna have to flip it over. And I do think the pressure was just a little high for that. Woo, hot. So I'm gonna trim. Woo. Okay, let me trim this so I don't burn myself half to death. Make sure I'm putting it on the right side. Gotta do this side now. Gotta do this side now. Gotta do that side. Oh, hot. So I'm just gonna try to eyeball this because it's hot. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do the handle. I'll do it at a later date and I'll maybe show you guys. Okay. And let's take this off. Whew, and it's hot in here. Let me cut this heat press off. Whew. And put it back in its corner. Okay. Now, let's come back over here and let's look at these things that we just made in this video. And let's see how they came out. Okay. Let me bring you all the way down to my level. Okay. So the first thing, let me bring all our projects over here. Let me get the keychain pieces. Make sure I don't lose the keychain pieces. Got our shirt. Okay, so the first thing we'll look at is our socks, which we already showed you how they came out. Do you see how clear the print is and how vibrant the colors are? Like it's not showing so much on the screen, but they are so nice and vibrant. And when you open them up, let's check the side. It's not really aligned. These socks were a bit different, the feel of them. Like I said, I was worried about having to roll the pattern. But if this was a continuous pattern, I'm like not a seamless pattern. If this was a certain kind of pattern, I think it would have been important to roll the side. But with this kind of pattern, I don't think it matters much. So that's these socks. And as you can see, like I said, sometimes a little bit of the print will get onto the jig or whatever, but it doesn't really, I don't think it hurts anything else. But I guess I'll see on the other one, because the other one did have some ink from the last print on it. So yeah, two perfectly good socks. And these are, again, the Dollar Tree. These are the Dollar Tree Juncture socks. So that's one. Now these are the other brands we talked about. I don't know where my tag went, but these are that other brand of socks. Oh, here it is. These are the Pro Player socks. And let's see how these did. And let me show you the heel that I was speaking about. There's the heel, and it looks intentional. It looks like it was meant to be that way on the sock. And that's how I do these socks. And the color is really good. I really like them. It's clear. You can see what everything is. I didn't have any ghosting. I really love these socks. I made these for me. All of these are for me. So yeah, I picked prints that I would like to wear, so I really think these are cute. Yep, so here are the socks. Now I will be doing another sock video maybe next month. I'm gonna buy some longer socks from some different companies to see how I do with those, because like I said, I've only ever done Dollar Tree socks so far. And as you can see, a little bit of that image transferred on here as well, but the image that was here from the last print did not transfer onto my socks this time. So that's good to know. Okay, so the next item we'll look at, this is our puzzle. And I just did the puzzle in the same kawaii food print, because I just love it. So let's undo that. And the ink release was good. One thing I can say about the ink that I use, you know how we say normally it comes out really dull when it's first printing? You can see that it doesn't come out dull at all. Like, it comes out still bright, and then it'll release the ink. So yeah, so here is my puzzle. You see the gloss, the shine, the glitter, the glittery finish. I think this is so cute, and Carson is gonna have a ball putting this together. Got some s'mores there, some noodles, some tacos and burritos, all with the little faces. I just think this is adorable. So yeah, here's our puzzle. And again, I've done a video on this already. If you want to go and find some of these puzzles yourself, if they're still available, the link is on that video. Now, what I do with my puzzles normally is the package that it came in, I keep it, of course, and I just slide it back in here. And I normally, like when I do party favor orders, big party favor orders, or if somebody orders like a child's birthday shirt or birthday something from me, this is a favor that I give as a freebie because they're pretty inexpensive. So this will be a freebie in there, and usually I'll match, like put the child's picture on it or something, or just something, whatever their theme is, I'll match it and give it as a favor. So that's an idea too. So here is the puzzle. Now the next thing I want to look at is that shirt. So we'll see if I got it centered or not. So let's just take off our tape. And I did rip off a couple of edges, so it's okay though. Ooh, it's so pretty though. Look at that. Let me take the butcher paper out of the center. So that is really nice. I don't know if you can see, but this is a true red. It's looking a little bit orangey on camera, but it's a true red. Now, I did not color match or use my sublimation color chart on the bow. But I did use it on the letter, on the color of the letters to match inside the bow. And I think it looks really, really, really nice. So let's move that out the way and let's look at it. Yeah, I think that's really cute. So this will be her cute little Valentine's Day shirt. I might make her some cute leggings to go with it or something in another video. But that is adorable. I'm happy with how this came out. And I didn't get any blue marks, so that's good. Okay, our next item is our mask. And I kind of just winged it on the mask because I wasn't sure. I've never done it before, done a mask before. So I kind of just winged it. But I love it. You see the cute little breakfast faces on the toast? I just thought it was so cute. Next time I think I will scale this print down because I want to be able to see all the little faces of the little things. But I thought this was adorable. And it came out really nice. The colors are accurate because this is how it was, this pastel-y pink. I really, really like this a lot. I kind of wish I would have been able to get the eggs on there a little more, but that's okay. I'll probably make more of these. I think she sent me 2 of these, so I'll probably make more of these. So yes, got that. Now, last but certainly not least, here are the keychains. Now, I've tried keychains before and I did okay. I think on a couple of them I put the back of it upside down or something. I just wasn't thinking when I was doing the keychains. But let's go ahead and open this one first. And I got a little bit of ghosting on the back where I think it slid. So I should have just done this one, not double-sided, just one side at a time. But overall, it's still really cute. I did get a little bit of ghosting. You can see it there on that little guy. See where it shifted. But I still love it. And I didn't do the handle to this one, so that's okay. And let's check these out. This one I did double-sided as well, so we'll see if this one shifted. Hopefully it didn't. Okay. Oh, I do it every time. Okay, let me show you guys my mistake. I do it every single time. Look at that. Look. But this side is right side up. I do it every single time. But I really like this keychain. It's so cute. Do you see the colors? Like, the camera does it no justice. It's so bright. I still need to practice with keychains. This is why I have not purchased any keychains from anywhere to try to like offer in my shop or anything, because I am really bad at them. Sorry about the focus. And this is the last one. And it just says, "You are out of this world." And the next time I do this one as well, I will make the print smaller, because these green things were alien faces. And I was gonna do this for the puzzle, but I didn't, I mean, not for the puzzle. I was gonna do this for the, this little thing here, but then I decided against it. And I didn't think to change the, scale down the aliens. You can see the aliens here. So next time I'll scale down the aliens. But yeah, I really like this keychain as well. So I went back after the video and redid some of the items. Here are the socks. I made another mask right there. I kept the breakfast mask right there. And I also went ahead and made 2 each of the keychains. I remade them the correct way. And I did make 3 of the puzzles, and that's the same shirt from the video. So if anybody is interested in any of these items, if you'd like me to send you one, just comment below in the description box, and whoever's the first to comment, they want whatever, I will reply to you, and then I'll send them out to you, because if I keep everything, I won't have any room in my craft area. So yeah, if you're interested in having any of these items that I made today, minus the shirt, of course, because it has my daughter's name on it, just comment down below and let me know. Like I said, I'll reach out to you and get your mailing information. But yeah, and if you're interested in this shirt or any of my other shirts, you can look in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box as well.